Hello everyone, welcome to USTMIS Academy podcast series. Today we are going to discuss one of the most important issues of 21st century, that is our environment and its protection. Climatic change, pollution, global warming, loss of forest, deforestation, water scarcity and biodiversity are no longer future threats. They are today's realities. India, with more than 1.4 billion people, faces both environmental challenges and opportunities. Today, we discuss the important topic and we have with two outstanding faculty of USTMIS Academy, Dr. Vijay Pratap Shahi sir, Faculty of Sociology, and Anurag Bharadwaj sir, Faculty of Political Science.
Thank you, Raju sir. Environment is not only a scientific issue, but also a social, economical, and moral responsibility.
Thank you, sir. And it's nice to be here. Pleasure all mine, sir.
Well, sir, I'm very happy to inform you that today, as a part of World Environmental Day, our Honorable Chancellor, sir, initiated a drive called Tree Plantation Drive with a slogan called as Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. Anurag, sir, why World Environmental Day is celebrated and why it is important today?
Thank you, sir. This event actually started there in the 1972. A Stockholm Convention on the Human Environment was proposed there in the UNGA, United Nations General Assembly, and they thought for the first time that we should do something for the environment as the problems of environment like pollution, like temperature rising, sea floor spreading, and lots of things were there that started there. So basically, at the UNGA front, United Nations General Assembly front, all the countries, they have decided to take some certain strong actions regarding the protection of environment. For the same, they brought that convention, and as a result of the same, on 5th of June, they established United Nations Environment Program, and which is like, I would say, one of the umbrella program under the UN, which is like working for the protection of environment. So, this day, they decided to celebrate this day annually from 1974, and that time in 1974 they brought the slogan called there is one earth. One earth as in we have only one planet to live, and that's why we have to do something, we have to take some certain strong actions. We means all the countries have to take some certain strong actions in terms of like protection of environment. And for that they started celebrating 5th of June annually. Now here comes the second question, what you were asking, sir, why it is important. So as we know, as we are living in the 21st century, and because of the development of different technologies, or I would say because of the emergence of different industrial revolution, we will see that, and we are actually facing a lots of environmental issues. Currently in the India, we can say that the on and average temperature is 40 degrees Celsius, and it is like, I would say, unbearable for all those human beings who are living here. And this is not about the India only. Almost all the countries are suffering from this like change there in the climate, as well as the environmental issues, as well as the pollution, scarcity of the water, lots of things are there. So the need of an hour is to take some certain strong action, and it should not be the duty of the government only. Each and every person, each and every individual who is living on this planet of Earth, we have to do something, we have to take some certain strong actions just to protect our environment, or I would say just to protect our habitat, our house, our home. Thank you.
Thank you, Anurag sir, for enriching the knowledge about the beginning of World Environmental Day in 1974. Since then, every year we have been celebrating World Environmental Day.
Yes.
As you said rightly, it is the responsibility of not only the governments across the globe, every individual to protect not only the environment but also to promote the sustainable development. Question is to Vijay sir, what are the biggest environmental challenges facing India today?
See, Raju sir, India faces several serious environmental challenges. First is air pollution. So many Indian cities regularly record unhealthy air quality level due to vehicle emission, industrial pollution, and burning of fossil fuels. And second is water scarcity. So several regions experience groundwater depletion, irregular rainfall pattern. Third is deforestation and biodiversity loss. So forests are being affected by urbanization, infrastructure projects, and climate change. And fourth is the waste management. So plastic pollution has become a major challenge in both urban and rural areas. And the most important fifth is climate change. India is experiencing more frequent heat waves, flood, cyclones, and unpredictable monsoons pattern. So because India has a large population and developing economy, balancing development and environmental sustainability is one of the country's biggest policy challenges, sir.
Thank you, Vijay sir.
So, sir, now my next question would be from Raju, sir. Sir, how climate change is affecting India?
Well, sir, as you said rightly, the question is really good. It's been a debate since a long time, sir. Whether the environment's nature is having problems, or human beings acts responsible for these changes. Climate change is no longer a distant problem. India is already experiencing its effects. Heat waves are becoming longer and more intense. Farmers are facing uncertainty because rainfall patterns have become unpredictable. Because we all know Indian farming is almost always depends upon the monsoons. Glaciers in Himalayas are melting faster, affecting river systems that support millions of people. Coastal regions threatened by sea level, rise of the sea level, and stronger cyclones. Climate change also impacts food security, public health, and economic growth. The poorest communities often suffer the most because they have fewer resources to adapt. Therefore, climate action is not only an environmental issue but also a social justice and the responsibility of each and every citizen of the world.
Right.
So Anurag sir, what major international environmental agreements are helping the world fight against climate change?
So basically, as I asked earlier also, the milestone was 1972 when they started the journey of UNEP and as well as the different parts of UN within the UN only. But in 1992, Rio Earth Summit, it created the backbone of all those kinds of I would say conventions as well as summits. So in 1992, Earth Summit was organized there in the Rio de Janeiro of the Brazil, and after that, constantly they are basically organizing the UNFCCC summits. UNFCCC as in United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, and these conventions are regularly as in annually are being organized in the different parts of the country. So in this series, 1997 was another, I would say, convention held in the Kyoto of Japan that brought the carbon trading concept. But ultimately, in today's scenario, in 21st scenario, I would say Paris Summit of 2015 was one of the breakthrough. Reason being, it brought the concept of I would say, very strong concept for the economies. And as a result of the same, India brought Panchamrit. Although India opted the Panchamrit there in the 2021, but the beginning of the Panchamrit indirectly started there in the 2015 Paris Summit. And Panchamrit is nothing but the carbon neutral, to make the India carbon neutral by 2070. The government of India has set some certain targets. So that's it. All these are the conventions are working for the environment protection.
Thank you, Anurag sir. My question to Vijay sir. What role is India playing in global environmental protection?
See, sir, India has emerged as a significant voice in global climate discussion. India promotes the principle of climate justice, emphasizing that developed countries have historically contributed more to greenhouse gas emission. At the same time, India has invested heavily in renewable energy, especially solar power. India also launched the International Solar Alliance to encourage solar energy adoption worldwide. The country has set ambitious target for a clean energy expansion and carbon emission reduction. Large-scale tree plantation program, electric mobility initiatives, and green hydrogen mission are also part of India's environmental strategies. So India challenges is unique because it most simultaneously reduce poverty, ensure development, and protect the environment.
So, sir, my question is to Jayaraju sir. Sir, what can an ordinary man do, ordinary citizen do to protect the environment?
A very good question, sir. As you've been emphasizing on this, sir, right from the beginning, it is not only the responsibility of the government officials, institutional heads, but also, very importantly, every individual, as I said, irrespective of their positions, their position, their designations, everybody has to take part in the protection of environment, number one. Number two, that makes us to have, you can say, sustainable development. We should reduce plastic use, save water, conserve electricity, use public transportation whenever possible, and plant trees. Generally, as a part of, you can say that as a ritualistic tradition, people say on the day of Environmental Day on 5th June every year, all the political leaders, government employees, officials come together, come forward, okay, give poses to the media, planting a tree, asking people to plant. So I feel strongly, yes, absolutely, that is good. Along with that, and it is not only as our sir was talking, telling in the early morning, when in the drive was going on. So he said it is not only the day on which we plant a tree, that is Environmental Day. Every day we have to take care of our surroundings. Then only we can have a wonderful atmosphere, and we can live happily, and we can enhance our health as well, sir.
Very good.
Because
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, both of you, sir, Anurag sir, as well as Shahi sir, for enriching, not only the historical backdrop of Environmental Day, but also the measures to be taken and adopted by every individual to protect our surroundings, environment. Yeah, we are going to conclude this podcast by taking a slogan called as Save Nature,
Secure future.
green today,
And
better
better
tomorrow. Thank
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Please do subscribe our channel. Thank you. Namaskar.